How's it going, everyone? Button here. I'm gonna teach you guys some really easy ways to get a couple of masteries in a couple of easy tier 10. So right now, I was looking to play some nice and easy and simple games to get masteries, get some good games, and just overall just have a very chill time. Look, even the enemy team is telling me that the server is an easy ace. So right now, my goal is to just essentially go feel the teams out. So there's like an E75, and I know he's using a farm. There's like a Rhino on the enemy team. He's got like a lot of hit points, and which could be anywhere for that matter. I see that like we have some of our heavies going over to the A, so that's really cool. If I spot for my team here, that's very good. Now I noticed that I missed the first shot on the yo. It actually went inside into the track there. That's like definitely was like a bit unlucky, shall we say. Now I'm trying to like peek the start, feel him out, and then I see this E75 come in. So I was like exactly right with my prediction. It's like I know I can really start working on him. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. The 268 is using some shots here. I'm gonna get to his side, so that way he's not shooting me. He's instead probably gonna look to the 268, and I can keep my hit points. So basically, I want my teammates to eat the damage from me, not the other way around. I want to be perfectly fine. I see that the Rhinoceronte is coming to come in, and basically we're gonna go for him. And then I see this Yo coming up, so I'm just gonna put in a nice AP round to him. It goes exactly where I want it to go. Nice little high roll here. It puts one shot in, a lot of huge alpha. So I'm guessing that he's running the two shotgun here. And I'm like, when I look at it, yeah, that's definitely the two shotgun. So I'm going to push into him and I'm going to scare him. I don't really want to commit to him just yet. I don't really want to put myself in a crossfire. So once I know he's not going to come up for me, I'm actually going to go for the Rhino now. Because the Rhino is a kill I can secure. I can go help out my Yo here, and that's going to be like really good to get. So I'm going to try and get him, and I notice my winning 3, he gets the kill. That's super chill. And we're going to go back in and make a pressure play on the Yo and start really clearing things out, start closing up the game. I know that this is the type of game that's like a mastery for most tier 5s, tier 6s, not really a tier 10. But the Starve is not really in a good place right now, and it's definitely getting worse. So, you know, it's definitely now is a great time if we're looking to pick up an easy ace in this tank. I've been trying to ace all my tier 10s, so yeah. Just want to get an easy one in. So we notice that the grill and the bat chat are basically in the same spot here. They're basically in the back of this little mound, this little thing here. And the bat chat puts in a full clip to me. No matter, I have like 20. I had all my hit points, and I was ready to cash them out. See this grill here? He misses, and just gonna get a nice little ram in, put a nice quick shell in, and yeah. Like, this game is as good as over. Gonna let the bat check come out. We closed the game here. 3,300 damage on the board. Definitely not my strongest of games, but it was good enough to get something going. Keep it simple. My real lesson that you want to take away from this game is like just generally like I'd look to go playing the side that has more hit points in theory, and then just hopefully they make mistakes that I can easily punish. And when you do that, you're kind of setting yourselves up to have like better games than normal, and that's like a really good thing. Now I want to show this 777 game next. For now, these are all going to be encountering games. I definitely have enough aces to show the supremacy side later, and generally an encounter, like you just want to make basically like safe plays. If you're trying to like go for these mastery, just look to doing damage really. In the supremacy masteries, we're gonna show you that I go for caps first a lot and then damage. But in these games, I'm just focused on getting to like a good spot to where I'm like in a position where not many people can reach me. So that's what this next spot does. I'm going to look for opportunities here at the rock first, and then I'm gonna move up to this house. So I see nothing at the rock. Now I'm gonna move up to this little house core. And because I'm like seeing things up close, there's a tank crossing up our right. We're just gonna put a quick shell into that. And I noticed that the 350 roll, now the only tank that has 350 alpha on their team is a 3-shot bad shot, which means I need to pull back, and the heavies and the meds, they're actually split, and their one TD is not in a position to cover the heavies. So that means I can start farming the heavies then, which is going to be super good for our damage. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to go as aggressive as I can. So I'm going to put one shot into this VK here, and I'm just going to look to shoot him many times over. And I keep discussing that we always end going for tracking shots, so we're going to go for another one. Tracking shots are so important. They're going to burn up the repair kits, and basically when you drop a tank's repair kits, they're going to be in a bad situation. I do miss the second shot of the 113. That was really sad. And I made a mistake here. I used my multi-purpose repair kit. When you're tracked, always make sure that you are using the small repair kit, not the big one. That's going to be super good. But we're just going to keep piling on the pressure here. I was worried that my team was actually going to cap out. That doesn't be the case, luckily enough. And now that the E5 is super farmable, the 9-0 is coming in. I could definitely worry about him. I actually tried going for him, but then I realized I couldn't. So I'm going to go back to try putting an E5 shot. I did rush the shot there. That's why my shell flew outside the reticle. It's because I was moving my turret, and on the turret, the shell flew. And essentially now it's time to pick up the 113, load gold for that, so that way I can pick up the kill a lot easier. And I'm going to turn for the E5 again, so I can hopefully pick up the clear here. Would definitely do that. And now I'm going to come in on my left, because I see that the Hori is very accessible. He's going to be driving up and hopefully aiming for another tracking shot here. We do get it. And I'm really worried about what's on my left, but I know I have to farm the Hori out now, so I'm going to do that. I'm less now worried because the Vickers is on my right, so that means the only thing on the left is going to be the bat. And the way to deal with the bat is actually to drive forward into this spot, which means I have an escape route to my left or to my right. I'm going to pick up a kill on the Hori here. I see that the bat is on my left, so I'm going to start driving forward. I notice that he doesn't look for me, and I'm going to put a shell that I think that one was a bit of a scam, to be honest. It was a bit unlucky. I'm going to come in now, and I'm going to look to pick up the kill on this bat trap. And hopefully I get it. And someone else gets it. This has been a pretty occurring trend. Now, with this 907, I feel like I had the hit points to go for a risky shot like this, and I do hit the hatch, but unfortunately it goes the wrong way. So it definitely bled a lot. I have to really be careful about these crossfire angles. Now that the 9-0 is dead, I'm just going to blindly push into the Vickers and hopefully clear him out. No, in this game, I wasn't a fan of the shots I was rushing. I definitely was panicking a little, where I felt the pressure to do a lot of damage in a short amount of time. So I didn't let the reticle fully sit in for a lot of these shots, and a lot of these shots were misses in hindsight. I was definitely not proud of that fact, but I hope you see the logic and the thoughts I have when I go into these games. When I'm trying to have a singular good game, I tend to make a lot of these really aggressive, high-risk plays, and that is something that a player who's looking to have these big games can really learn from. It's if you throw caution to the wind, make aggressive plays, and just create a lot of space, your ability and your chances to get a mastery will increase very significantly, and that's definitely a good thing. And so yeah. Nice little 4K there, little nice 1.6K assistance. We could pick up 4 kills. That's good for a lot of XP. And finally, one last game I wanted to show you, which is in my VZ55. And this game is pretty simple. If you watched my STB1 video and the Leopard 1 video, you know that I actually don't really like to go the med side. I actually really like going to the heavy side because I like the cover there. I like the angles that you could fight there. And generally, I enjoy playing the heavy side more, where I have these ability to peek and control the angle. The only place that they could peek me from is at the corner. So if I'm able to lock down that corner, they can't really do damage to me. And if you notice, over in the distance, there's going to be a spot with a rock and a bush on the right. That spot is super good for when you're getting pushed on. Your TDs can help, and you can live a lot longer. That's a spot that's often used in comp, by the way. and it's a spot that I've used to great effect when I'm like trying to play Oasis Palms. It's a spot where like I've actually single-handedly won tournament games just playing there, and yeah, like I highly recommend that spot. In fact, in this replay, you're actually gonna see their 60 TP use that spot, and it's going to cause me like a bunch of problems. I didn't really like where the first shot in the Yo went. I'm not a fan of this VZ55 mechanic where it's like your what is it? Combat civilization is what it's called. Combat civilization, like if you go too fast, it doesn't work. And like if you see me go for these peaks, I'm really trying not to go over it. That's been like being so finicky with my movement is because I'm trying to stay within this green line because this green line means I'm really accurate. And that's gonna really help. And I know this the E5 is dead. I know it's basically go time, but I really want like more of a reason to come in. This 752 is like shooting. The Yo's pulling back. The Yo's dead now, actually. So I know that it's my time to go in and make a play. I'm gonna make something happen right now. I'm gonna push in, and I know that if I can't shoot this 752, I'm actually really trying my hardest. By the way, I'm gonna go for the 60 TP. I actually now know with the Yagis, he just got spotted. He's on C side, and I know that is my time. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of the BZ55's big lower play either. The CCTV literally like turns, looks, and like he just snaps the shell in. I was like super sad. I get this super nice HE roll in. Like I know I bled his Amarak out, and he puts in this super high roll as well. I was so sad when I saw this, and like this spot here is just so hard to work with. It's like, do I push over? Do I not? It's just like I don't have the gun depression, and now I'm getting farmed from this AMX, and like I really have to nail this gun block. And my engine's on fire. It's looking super bad. I get the gun block, and essentially I know I'm pretty much chilling. I'm going to push around, so that way he has to choose between bouncing me or bouncing the tank behind me. And I'm going to look to make a play on this AMX here, put a nice little quick shell in. The HE, I didn't know that was not HEable to be honest. Like the camo definitely like makes it look super, what is it, convincing. Get a nice little bounce there. I used the track to eat the shell because I saw where he was aiming at. And now I have a tricky shot to hit, you know? My gun's damaged, and I'm going to try and like aim this in. I miss, and I do out reload him. I was considering going for a blind shot here, but I decided to just let my teammates spot it. Luck, I do have my my repair kits for my gun coming up in 10 seconds, so I could be pretty accurate here. But you know what? Why don't we just go for it? You know, this type of shot. And it goes right in. So peak. And yeah, a lot of these tanks are super baseable right now. If you're looking to get like a quick little mastery in, the VZ55 is definitely getting buffed next patch, so it'll definitely be harder then. I recommend doing it now if you're going mastery hunting, but playing this tank in the next update with its autoloader is going to be very exciting. I can't wait to play it and make a video on it. Anyways, I hope you have a great day, have a good night, and see ya.